Hello and welcome to the next episode of Build the Millennium Falcon, where we will be finally finding out whether that black spot on the back engine light is a problem with this diffuser in place. I'll come on to that a little later on in the video, but before I just say anything, I kind of am skipping ahead here. If anyone out there is willing to make a physical grill for this sublight engine part, please do so. I'm going to throw up the measurements on here that come on the diffuser. But it is just one sheet of plastic, and I really wanted it to be a bit more 3D. Maybe the Graphics team could put something together, or if anyone out there wants to make kind of a physical grill for the back end of the Falcon so it doesn't look like this. This is it all installed, and it is very plain without the lights on. I do want just a little bit more there, and I'm sure other people in the community do too. So if that is you and you are willing to make something for this piece, those were the measurements. I hope they were helpful. Please let me know and I will buy your product and I will review it on this channel. Yeah, so that is a little gripe to start with, but the rest of these issues are going to be fantastic. So I'm going to clear this away and have a look at what comes in issue 90 and issue 91. Okay, so here are issue 90 and 91 all opened up out of the packaging. Issue 91, first of all, comes with the main diffuser for the sublight engines. Well, like I say, I'll be looking at a little later on. And it also comes with these very important screws. These come into play when we look at the side framing of the Falcon, so keep those safe because they will come into play in future videos. And in issue 90, we do get some of those side frames that I was just talking about. Keep these safe. And we also get a add-on sprue. Now, this is for, ta-da, the Mandibles. Yes, you thought they were all done. They are not. Remember that I said that these holes here must be for extra add-ons? Well, they are. And these are the add-ons. And so this is what we're going to be looking at just at this stage. I'm going to take you through it one add-on at a time, starting with this piece here. So I'm just going to cut it out. And then file it down. And I've already applied glue to it. And this piece goes into these two holes here. So it just angles in like that. 2 pegs, 2 holes, as we've seen a dozen times before. Just push it in like that, and it's got a nice little overhanging part here which goes into the pipe work that you can already see, which is very, very nice. So the next part then is this part here, which also attaches onto this mandible into these 2 holes here, and you're going to have this part here sticking out when it's all done. So you just line up the holes again and oops, push it in like so. Oh, there we go. That is that piece on there like that. So the next part then will go around these cluster of holes here. Just hold this to the camera. These 3 holes here are what we're going to fill in now. And the first of these pieces is this piece here, kind of like a semicircle like that. And that goes in, let me just check. Yes, got the instructions the way around. Got it the way around from the instructions even. That just clips into those 2 holes there. Oh, damn, you didn't see that. But they're like that. Whoa, where's that gone? There you go. Where did that go? Ha, one under here. Right, okay, let's try that again. There we go. Push that down. So it is on there like that. And the next piece is this piece here, which is kind of like a pointing, sticky up part. And if I just angle this correctly, it should just slot in to these holes here. Like that. Yeah, when that dry glue sets, that will all be fine. And the final of these 3 parts is this part here. Try and get some focus on. Can't really see it, but it is that part. And if I just put it in place like so, push it in, you'll see that that is how those 3 parts, oops, all fit together like that. So we've got this part sticking up here, which is now secure, semicircle facing that way, and then there's 2 little kind of circular bits which face this way, and there. That's like that. So the next part is this one here. You can't really see, but there's like, oh, you can now. There's like a little chimney bit sticking up that way, and it just goes into this like that, like so. So the chimney part is facing this way on this side of that piece, just like that. And so the next part is this part here, and this is actually comprised of two parts. So I put them together off camera. This little piece here goes into the little hole, which you can see there, of this part, and then with these two bigger pegs, they go into the holes there like that. Whoa. There we go, nice and secure. So that will look like that. That's quite loose actually. Might have to put some glue just on the actual holes themselves, because this piece is not wanting to stick. So let's try that again. Push it down. Yeah, that's more secure. That goes on there like that. And the next piece is this tubular part here. I have filed that down quite roughly. There we go. There's those parts coming off. So that is like that, and that just goes in there like that. And it's really busy this end now with lots of add-ons, which is really, really nice, because that is the part that's going to be attached to the main body of the Falcon, obviously. There we go. Okay, so the next part is this piece here. Quite a standard looking block with a little knobble there, and I believe this just goes in there like that. It's not wanting to go in, which makes you think I got it the wrong way around. Let me just double check. I had, or hadn't I? I can't remember which way I had it round before, but it is to go in this way. Really struggling to go in this piece. Ah, did you hear that click? I hope so. That means that it's in. I really don't like using force. Sorry. I really don't like using force on this model, but sometimes you just have to, really. So that part is in there like that. And then this part, which is another kind of half circle, semicircle. It is symmetrical both sides, so it doesn't matter which way around it goes. Although, actually, no, I'm lying, because the bigger hole on the bottom is bigger. I mean, the hole on the bottom is bigger, and there is a bigger peg, so it does go round a certain way. And this is fiddly. Right, so it goes in there like that, with kind of this added piece here facing this way. I believe that's right. But that part is looking really, really good. Now, just two more add-ons to do. The first of which is this piece here, which I find really nice. This is going to overhang this cutout here, and to oh, I should have showed you the holes, really. Yeah, to attach it, there are lots of little holes dotted around here. Two main big ones, which is where I'm trying to aim for. Like that. Just got to push it down. Sorry about the focus. I will be in focus soon. And there we go. So it slightly overhangs the cutout. Not as much as I thought it would, but it does overhang on the side as well. Very, very nice. I love kind of that shape. It's very different to these cylindricals and rectangular bits here. I love that it's a bit more crafted. Very, very nice. And so the final piece is this piece here. And this piece actually has a hole cut out of it on this side, so that when you attach it, that pipe will fit nicely inside it, like that. So just push it down, and you can see that pipe goes very, very nicely into that hole there. Very well designed. And that is all the add-on parts for the Mandibles for this time. I am saying for this time because we've still got holes here, holes here, holes here. This pipe is going into nowhere, so there's definitely going to be something added onto here. And if we bring the other one back, holes there, two big holes there as well. So I think we are, well, I know, I'm willing to place a bet of a lot of money that we're going to get more add-on parts for these Mandibles. But for now, this is what it's looking like. Nice little attention to detail. Going to look really good when I come to weathering the Mandibles. And And yeah, and that is all the add-ons all installed. So now that that's all done, let's put these add-ons aside and have a look at that engine. Okay, so the first thing you'll notice is that I have taken off the the light parts of the engine from the main body of the Falcon, purely because it's easier to work with them when they're not attached. And secondly, yes, I am aware that I am missing an LED, which would account for that darker patch in the center of the Falcon that we saw last time. It doesn't account for it completely, but definitely that missing LED has made my dark patch much more noticeable. So at the start of the video I showed you what the diffuser looked like when the lights were off, and please, if anyone is going to make kind of a more 3D physical grate for the back of the engine, please do that, because I think it will look fantastic if that is done well. So let's take a look at this picture here with the diffuser that turned the other way around, because I just wanted to experiment with what that looked like. I'm not going to have this in the final version reversed, because I think it's too bold and they are too green. It does need to be on the inside with the LEDs facing it. But you can see that there is a noticeable gap, again probably because of the LED problem with mine, but I still think that problem will be there on yours. From photos I've seen, it is still noticeable a little bit, but apart from that, the diffuser does its job. There's not 20 or 19 very specific parts of light. It is diffused nicely to this big glowing part, but I was still unhappy, I should say, with that kind of center part being darker. And also I really want a big light on the back of my Falcon. I really want the engine to be quite dominant in terms of light up features for this piece. So I'm just going to show you now a mod which you don't have to do, which I'm going to do to hopefully create a bit more light around the engine part. So Mr. Thompson very kindly sent me this, which is aluminium tape. It's adhesive on the back when you take off the protective cover, and the idea of this is to place it around the lights and on the top of the Falcon and on the bottom of the Falcon as well, to make a more reflective surface for the light to reflect off, therefore making the engine brighter, hopefully. So I've already attached it to the bottom of the Falcon, which you can see in this photo here. And I've already attached it to the top of the Falcon in this photo here, in the parts where the lights are going to be. So I'm just going to show you now what I'm going to do with this tape when it comes to the actual lighting parts here. So the first thing you'll need is scissors, which I've forgotten, so bear with me. Okay, so I couldn't find my scissors that I usually use, so I found these shearers instead. A bit overkill for what I'm going to do, but I don't suppose it matters too much. So the first thing you need to do is very roughly just measure out how much tape you're going to need. I'm going to need about this much. Always cut it a little over, because it's rather it go over than a little bit under. Although you can just add little parts here, there and everywhere, but I am trying to do it all in one go. And luckily, the tape is roughly double the size of one of the indented parts of these lights. So I'm just going to cut it in half like this. Again, it doesn't have to be super neat, because it's not going to be shown, and it's just to get that surface really. So that is the strip of aluminium foil that I'm going to put on the inside. So you just peel off the protective covering, and that side is sticky, even though it looks the same as the other side, it is sticky. And then starting from one corner, just place it in like that. And what I am actually going to do, because I'm going to get different lights obviously because the LEDs don't work, I am going to cut it off for now. Oops. At this point, with the view to kind of adding more paper later. So basically you just smooth it out like this, and you kind of get the top ridge done as well, and then you also smooth out on the bottom, just like that. And it does very, very nicely. It goes into all kind of the seams, and you can push it down as hard as you like that. And even though when the LEDs are all stuck in place, they're going to be facing away, with kind of the tape being, oh, I'll just show you, with the tape being at the bottom, it will reflect back onto that. And you can already see just from the sunlight from my window that it is quite bright, and you can see it's very reflective. So I really do think that that is going to add quite a bit to the brightness of the Falcon. I'm just going to go ahead and do this one as well. And there we go there. Very, very reflective surfaces. If I just take away all of that, I mean, you can see very, very nice shine. Nice metallic reflective surfaces, which I hope will do the job when it comes to shining that light back. And if I just get the top of the Falcon in on this as well, just to kind of show you what kind of it will look like when it is all done. You know, it's not exact by any means because it is the top, not the bottom. Actually, if I just angle my lamp, and you get that very reflective glow there. Very, very nice. I really hope it works. It won't be a massively noticeable difference, but it will be one which is worth trying. It is worth trying just to make it as bright as it can be. So I am going to end the video there, and I know what you're thinking. Fair enough, you know, he hasn't attached them on to the Falcon, and we haven't actually seen the lights through the diffuser because he is waiting for a replacement to come from D'Agostini with the missing LED. The thing is, I haven't even contacted D'Agostini regarding the missing LED, and I'm not going to, because there is still one thing that I'd like to change about my engine. For me, the Falcon engine has always been blue, and I know that this model is from the original Empire Strikes Back prop where it glowed white, but I have been ruined by the special editions and the CGI, and I want my sublight engines to be blue. The only way to make this engine blue with these LEDs is to put a filter, like a blue acetate or something like that, between the lights and the diffuser, and that will diminish kind of the brightness of the engine lights, which, as you can see, I really don't want to do. So there's only one other way I can do that, and I'm not going to tell you what it is. To find out what I am going to do, you have to tune into next week's special video where we're going to be looking at these lights again, and also the lights from the cockpit. So that should be a little clue as to where I'm going to go with the next video. But for now, I'm going to leave it here. In the meantime, if anyone out there is willing to just send me just a piece of plastic with just some holes in, or shapeways or paragraphics, or anyone going to make the grill for the engine, that would be great. That was not meant to be a pun, but I kind of like it. Yes, that would be great, and that is how I'm going to end this video, okay? So until next week for the special video, or if you're not interested in that, 2 weeks time where I'll be continuing with issues 92 and 93. Take care, bye bye.